Hello friends, this is Jayant Ronkar working as Assistant Professor, Department of Information Technology, Tulsiramji Gaigwad Patil College of Engineering and Technology. Friends, today we are going to learn about Lampport's logical clock, and this is basically the topic of subject distributed systems. So in this we will see how to synchronize the logical clock. So we will start our lecture with the basic idea behind the Lamport logical clock. To synchronize logical clocks, Lamport defined a relation called happen before relation. The expression A happens before B is read as A happens before B and means that all processes agree that first event A occurs, then afterward event B occurs. The happen before relation can be observed directly in two situations. First one is if A and B are events in the same process and A occurs before B, then A happen before B is true. Second condition is if A is event of message being sent by one process and B is the event of the message being received by another process, then A happen before relation is also true. A message cannot be received before it is sent, and even at the same time it is sent, since it takes a finite non-zero amount of time to arrive. Happen before is the transitive relation, so A is banned and B is related to C, or B is happen before C, then A is happen before C if two events X and Y happens or different processes that do not exchange messages, then X is happen before Y is not true, but neither is Y is happen before X. These events are said to be concurrent, which simply means that nothing can be happen or nothing can be said about when the event happen or which event happen first. So this is what the idea behind the Lamport logical clock, where happen before relation is given and it can be observed directly in two situations. That is, first one is A happen before B, and A is, suppose in second case, suppose the message which is sent and B is the message is received, then first of all the message sent will be happen and then it will be received, will be take place. So in both the condition are true if suppose the happen before relation is considered. Now we will see the Lamport logical clock operation. So the algorithm Lamport clock propose for assigning times to event. Consider the three processes which is given in the figure. The processes can run on different machines, each with its own clock running at its own speed. As can be seen from the figure, when a clock has ticked at 6 times in process Pi, it has ticked 8 times in process P2 and 10 times in process P3. Each clock run at constant rate, but the rate are different due to differences in the crystals. So actually we know that what is the use of crystal in the clock of the system. According to the tick of the crystal, the clock will be moved ahead in the system. So this is what the use of crystal in the system. Now we will move ahead with this concept. At time 6, the process P1 send message to process P2. How long this message take to arrive depend on the clock you believe. In any event, clock in process P2 read 16 when it arrives. If the message carries the starting time 6 in it, the process P2 will conclude that it took 10 ticks to make the journey. This value is certainly possible According to this reasoning, message M2 from P2 to R takes 16 ticks, again a plausible value. Now consider message M3. It leave process P3 at 60 and arrive at P2 at 56. Similarly, the message P4 from P2 to PI leaves at 64 and arrive at 54. These values are clearly impossible. It is this situation that must be prevented. Lamport solution follows directly from happen before relation. Since M3 left at 60, it must arrive at 61 or later. Therefore, each message carries a sending time according to the sender's clock. When a message arrives and received by the receiver clock, show a value prior to the time message was sent. The receiver clock shows the value prior to that of the time of the message was sent. The receiver fast forward its clock to one more than the sending time. Now in figure B, it shows that we can see which is shows the Lamport's algorithm correct the clock as according to the message sent, and which message is sent first and at which time it is received to the another process like P1, P2 and P3. According to that message received by the any of the process, and the receiver process must have to adjust that time according to the time which is sent by the process another process. To prepare our discussion, our vector clock, let us formulate this procedure more precisely. At this point, it is important to distinguish three different layers of the software we are already encountered in previous topic: the network, middleware layer, and application layer, which is shown in this figure. What follows is typically part of middleware layer. To implement Lamport logical clock, each process PI maintain a local counter G. These counters are updated as follows steps. First one is before executing an event, that is sending a message over the network, delivering a message to an application or some other internal event, that is PI execute G of F is equal to G plus 1. And second one is when process PI send a message M to PJ, it sets timestamp, that is TS of M equal to G after having the executed the previous steps. And third one is upon the receipt of the message M, process IJ adjusts its own local counter as O of F is equal to max of O of TS of M, after which it then executes the first step and deliver the message to the application. In some situation, an additional requirement is desirable. No two events ever occur at exact the same time. To achieve this goal, we can attach the number of processes in which the event occur to low order in at the time, separated by the decimal point. For example, an event at time 40 at process PI will timestamp with 40.I. Not by assigning the event time C of A of F is equal to Q of A if happen at process PI at time QA, we have a distributed implementation of the global time value we initially seeking for. So this is what about the Lamport logical clock, which is used to adjust the clock and which is used to send a message which is received by the receiver process at some different time. So according to that time of that process, it should be adjusted, which is sent the message by another process. So according to sending process, The receiving process will adjust the time as according to the sending process. So this is all about a Lamport logical clock. Thank you.